Mario Celine. Welcome, Mario.
Thank you, Joe.
We have quite an array of contestants here tonight, don't we?
What a field of contestants. There is 21 athletes from 7 countries competing for the largest purse in the Miss Olympia competition ever.
You want to know the numbers involved, folks? $100,000 up for grabs. These winners will split that much money. And you know what? Something that is as important, maybe even more, is the fact that this Miss Olympia Bodybuilding Championship is being televised live tonight on ESPN. It is a first time for that matter that any bodybuilding championship has been televised live, and we are very proud of that. Over 4 million people have a chance to watch this show, and we are about ready to start it for you. We had yesterday what is known as the very grueling segment of the championship. That is prejudging. Mario, we're going to take a look at some tape of what happened yesterday, and what it amounts to really is 2 hours. These ladies have to stand there, look rock solid, and they're looking at what? They're looking at symmetry and muscularity?
They are looking at muscularity, symmetry, and definition, how visible their muscles are.
And there we see them shoulder to shoulder in the symmetry round. There are 2 rounds in prejudging. So you really can't hide here, Mario.
No, you can't. No, you can't. You are constantly flexing and trying to look the best you can.
And points are certainly awarded. This is very important. In the muscularity round, which we will show you now, the second round, you have certain poses you must make, correct?
Correct. There is 5 mandatory poses that each athlete first performs by themselves.
And we're seeing some of the biceps and the tricep pose right there. These are poses that they must make, and they are judged by the judges. There are 9 judges. There is the reigning Ms. O, Linda Murray. You saw a shot of her. Part 2 of the second round, the ladies side by side again, and they have to hit these poses.
Now the judges are comparing either 2 or 3 athletes at a time to really make out who is the best.
Do you feel that someone can use the prejudging as a chance to springboard or surprise the pack?
Yes, definitely so. And I think in this competition, Laura Cravel, towards the end of prejudging, really was shining and fighting for the title.
Interesting. So Mario Celine believes that Laura Cravel emerged, and you see her on the left there in that picture. We'll show you the standings so far as the judges have awarded Bev Francis, #1, a veteran bodybuilder with the lowest amount of points, 14. Linda Murray, the reigning Ms. O, #2. Laura Cravel. Mario says she looked good. She did. 3rd, Sandy Riddell. Sharon Marvel, I think a bit of a surprise in the 5th spot.
That's right. Sharon is quite a new competitor.
Another veteran bodybuilder, Diana Dennis, in 6th. You can hear the packed crowd here at the auditorium responding to the standings. Shelley Beatty, Anya Schreiner, and there you see Claudia Montemaggi and Sue Gaffner. Those are your top 10. We'll show you 11 through 15. These 15, folks, these people will be the ones who will free pose on the stage with their chosen music. They are 1 through 15. Now, how did the judges decide who finishes in what order? Well, Mario, as we see, 9 judges. They throw out the first, the highest and the lowest, correct?
Exactly.
And the scores, those scores are discarded. The fewer the points means the higher the placement.
That's
so
true.
Much like golf, you hit a low score, you're in pretty good shape.
That's correct.
They'll give you a 1 if they like you the best.
If you are the winner in that round, you'll get a 1. And after 3 rounds, if you have all 1s from each judge, you'll end up with 6 points and you are the winner.
All right, we have a who's who of talent that are going to bring you this broadcast tonight. Standing backstage, the guy who's going to get to the contestants right off the stage is veteran broadcaster Hugh Millay. Hugh.
Thank you very much, Joe. We're backstage. We get a chance to see the girls, the nervous but determined competitors come out to the stage, up the steps. Out to the stage they go, and then immediately following their routine, we will talk with them, get their impressions of their performance on stage. And it's been electric here the past 2 days, and we're ready for a big competition here at the Shrine. Back to Joe upstairs. Joe?
All right, Hugh, we are very excited. This is our live broadcast of the 1991 Ms. Olympia Bodybuilding Championship. Stay where you are. We have it coming up for... Bodybuilding was born here in Southern California, and it's only right that the Ms. Olympia comes to Los Angeles for the very first time. And inside the beautiful Shrine Auditorium, we have a packed house, and a historic Shrine Auditorium it is. It has played host to Academy Awards and operas and ballets. I don't think it'll ever be the same after tonight.
I don't think so, Joe.
Okay, what we're going to do for you now is we're going to get it started by presenting for you 21 of the most beautiful, hard bodies, ripped, 21 world champion caliber bodybuilders. We're going to go down live on stage for the start of our show.
From San Diego, California, Lisa Lorio. From Newport Beach, California, Diana Dennis. From Scottsdale, Arizona, Jackie Paisley. From Portland, Oregon, Shelley Beatty. Phoenix, Arizona, Sandy Rydell. From Modena, Italy, Claudia Profonster. Tustin, California, Sue Gettner. From Montreal, Canada, Sandra Blackie. Czechoslovakia, Zuzana Korenkova. From Munich, Germany, Uta Tippelt. From Port Marly, France, Marie Mahabir. From Miami, Florida, Jillian Hodge. Laura Beaudry. From Orlando, Florida, Audrey Harris. From Holland, Honey Van Aken. From Rimini, Italy, Claudia Montemaggi. From Edgewater, New Jersey, Sharon Marble. From Guyana, Laura Gravel. From New York City, Bev Francis. From Germany, Anja Reiner. From Southfield, Michigan, Linda Murray.
You are seeing a sneak peek of some of the posing we are going to see tonight one-on-one. 21 of the finest bodybuilders in the entire world. And Mario, they're going to have to take the title away from the lady on the top step, Linda Murray.
That's right, and she will try to keep it.
This is not the largest field in Ms. Olympia history, but I would venture to say it is the best field in Ms. Olympia history. There is your current champion, Linda Murray. And in no particular order, you see them running down the steps and posing dramatically as they are prepared to hit the stage singularly with their music, their routine, their creativity, and their hard bodies. Off the stage they go. Take a good look at them, because 15 of those 21 will return for the free posing. 15 of the lucky ones. 6 of them will end their evening. And for many, many months of preparation for this contest. All right, every great event like this needs a governing body, Mario.
And in this case, it is the IFBB, International Federation of Bodybuilding.
And the president of the IFB is Ben Weider. Let's hear from Ben right now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the International Federation of Bodybuilders, I would like to officially welcome you to the annual Joe Weider Miss Olympia competition. We are proud to be in Los Angeles, the city where American bodybuilding was born. And I would like to welcome the 3 million fans from across the United States who will be watching this competition live on ESPN. Each competitor had to train tremendously hard in order to meet the high criteria of the IFBB so she may compete in this elitist event. Ladies and gentlemen, relax, sit back, and enjoy the greatest competition on the IFBB calendar. In my official position as president of the International Federation of Bodybuilders, I now declare the competition open. Thank you.
Our live coverage of the 1991 Ms. Olympia contest from Los Angeles continues right after this timeout. Southern California has never played host to the Ms. O, but Venice Beach can lay claim to the birth of bodybuilding. It is definitely the Mecca of bodybuilding, and now the Ms. Olympia competition comes to Los Angeles. We are ready to bring it to you. Joe Fowler and Mario Celine, along with Hugh Millay, and now we add 2 more All-Stars to our cast of talent bringing you tonight's competition. From the hit series Big Brother Jake and the show Body by Jake on ESPN, Jake Steinfeld, along with one of my favorite all-time bodybuilders, Carla Dunlap, the Ms. O of 1983. Let's give it to them right now.
Well, just so that you guys in the audience don't get bored during the commercial breaks, we put together footage from previous Miss Olympias. Here's our first Miss Olympia flashback. Live TV, you guys. Hey gang, I'm Jake of Body by Jake, and this is Carla Dunlap.
Hi everybody, and welcome.
I want to thank everybody and welcome, and I'm very excited to be here tonight because as an ex-competitive bodybuilder myself, I understand what these women have been going through for the past few weeks. Now, I may not be an expert on all the minor details of the women's sport, but I am an expert on oiling down procedures. As a matter of fact, I was in the dressing room right before the show making sure the oil was applied perfectly. Of course, if one of the gals comes out on stage and her oil looks a little uneven, I may have to touch her up a little on national television.
Jake, you may have to do a little more than just touching up because I'm so excited about being here. I actually have my posing suit on underneath this. Okay?
Uh-oh.
And few people know that the IFBB rules say that any past Olympia winner is qualified to enter the show for life. So if you see me start to tear my clothes off, just oil me up. I may not be able to control myself. I may have to run out here and start posing.
Carla, I don't think you should wait. Let's get out there right now. What do you say, gang? Carla, right out on stage.
Whoa.
Wait a second, I got the oil. I got the oil.
Easy, Jake, sir. Easy. we have a show to do first. So let's take a commercial break and then come back to the free posing round.
One double bicep, come on.
Oh, okay.
All right.
He's not so bad himself.
Okay, to open our competitive round of tonight's show, let's start with our first competitor. The 1986 NABA World Champion is from Port Marly, France, and is competing in her third Miss Olympia tonight. She's 32 years old and in 11th place right now. Let's bring on Ms. Marie Mahabir.
Marie Mahabir, and Mario Marie Mahabir is 5'5". She's 140. I'll tell you what, born in the West Indies, living in France, she has a flair to her routine, which I think we're going to enjoy.
Very impressive lady, very big muscularity.
Now, these routines that you will see tonight, folks, the free posing to the music will go no longer than 3 minutes. You'll find that most of them will be between 2.5 to 3 minutes. And Marie chooses to come out dramatically.
I like it.
A very private lady, if for any reason, because she does not speak much English. And so she is hard to get to know, but she's in a very public occupation, and that is showing off her body for thousands in the arena and millions across the world tonight.
That's right, Joe. And earlier, Marie told me that she is actually the only female bodybuilder in France who is at this level, and she sometimes feels a little bit lonely. She wants to come to USA and participate more in the sport.
There is no better test than the one she is taking tonight. Marie Mahabir. This is her third Ms. O. What impresses you most right now, Mario?
What impresses me most is the thick muscularity, and really there is no any particular body part that would be really lacking anything. And based on the pre-judging, her back is really awesome.
Right. So when you say there's no body part that would be lacking, then you must like her symmetry as well, because it is equal throughout.
Yes, I do.
You can see some gymnastics in her background, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
What a beautiful lady. What a beautiful stage we have here at the Shrine Auditorium. Now, are there disadvantages to staying so close to the stage and not standing up for all the judges to see?
Not really, because you want to have a variety in your routine. You want to be standing up and you want to do some down poses too. I think she's doing an excellent job. I love the music.
I told you that she is in her third Ms. O competition. Last year she finished 8th. She has made the cut of 15 tonight, and she's looking to make it into the top 10.
I think she'll be up there.
There's that back you spoke about. There's a good shot of it.
Look at the thickness. Unbelievable.
Showing the lat spread there. Again, she's on a knee. She keeps close to the stage. Very deliberate, very, very deliberate routine. You're going to be hearing a lot of original music tonight. There's Marie Mahabir.
Our next competitor is from Corvallis, Oregon, where she works in group homes for mentally and physically disabled children. She is an environmental activist who has overcome an 80% loss of hearing to win the 1990 USA Championships and finish third in the 1991 Miss International. Her standing after yesterday's prejudging, 7th place. Welcome, Miss Shelley Beatty.
Shelley Beatty is 5'7", 145. She grew up in Orange County. She's out of Oregon now, and she chooses a much more upbeat approach to her free posing.
That's right, an audience will be going into it, I'm sure.
Let me elaborate on something Carla Dunlap mentioned about the deafness. When she was 3 years old, Shelley Beatty had an overdose of aspirin. It caused partial deafness. She is almost totally deaf. She cannot hear voices. She cannot hear music. She can't hear the phone ring. She goes on the vibration of the sound she hears right now, or she feels through her feet on the stage.
That is unbelievable.
She has only partial hearing in one ear at this point. And I'll tell you, she's challenged her energies into working with the adolescents in the group homes, and she's challenged her energies in bodybuilding.
That's right. And she told me earlier that she's very happy preparing for this show because she was able to prepare with the help of sponsors and the support of her family.
Well, she truly has my admiration.
Ooh, there's a little gymnastics for you too.
We asked her about her general mental outlook earlier, and this is what she had to say.
Keeping an inner balance always. I don't think too far ahead because it's just overwhelming. There's just too many good, positive things that can come out of doing well. So I try and just limit what I'm thinking about, not go too far, too extreme, right or left, and just stay focused on right now, enjoying what I'm doing at the moment and not what's going to happen in the future, because I don't know, you know. Just stay positive.
As you heard her speak, Maria, we also saw her perform some very difficult gymnastic-type routines in balancing.
This is very creative.
There we go. Well, most of these ladies will tap their background, tap their athletic background, and incorporate that into this routine. After all, the judges are not only looking at the muscularity and the body, but they're looking at the creativity and how they use this 3 minutes. And she is getting the most out of it. Shelley Beatty! Okay, we're going to take you backstage where Hugh Millay is backstage, and he's going to talk with Shelley Beatty.
Thank you.
Hugh Millay is...
Thank you very much, Joe. We're back here with Shelley Beatty. Crowd really got into it. Your first, though, how do you feel?
I feel kind of in shock still a little bit because, you know, it is my first one. I couldn't hear the music. I just kept going, trying to feel the rhythm, and hung in there with the rest of them. I'm just happy to be here.
Did you feel the crowd?
Oh, yeah. I saw the hands going.
The crowd's been great all the past 2 days. We'll go back upstairs with Joe. Joe?
All right, Hugh, thank you very much. Shelley Beatty really represented herself well. We will continue with the 1991 Ms. Olympia Championships right after this timeout. Stay with us. The Golden Coast of Southern California playing host to Joe Weider's Ms. Olympia 1991. This was a competition dominated by Corey Everson in the 80s. Tonight, it's up for grabs. Let's go back to front stage with Jake and Carla Dunlap.
As with every sport, there are competitors that add color and flavor to the game. We've chosen a few of them to highlight for you tonight. Here's the first of our up-close and personal athlete profiles.
I've noticed a lot of change in bodybuilding since I've been involved. I've been training now 9 years. And the longer someone is trained, the muscles are different. The longer you've trained, you have more muscle maturity. Therefore, you develop a larger physique. I think in bodybuilding, they still look for the same things. They try to find the muscularity with the femininity. A lot of people think there's a controversy there. Some people like a very muscular woman, some people like a very feminine woman. But I think it's possible to put both of them together. Every year my physique has improved year by year, and I think my biggest competition, I think, will be Linda Murray, but I can take her.
Laura Cravell has to be considered one of the favorites tonight. She is a veteran of the Mizzo. She's been plugging away and knocking on the door of this title for a number of years. She will be up next. Let's go back downstage to former Ms. Olympia from 1983, Carla Dunlap, and Jake from Body by Jake. As Laura Cravell hits the stage. There you see the board on Laura. She's 5'4", 140, 32 years old, Mario.
And she just got married a few months ago.
Congratulations to her. She married Chris Aceto, a trainer.
That's right. They've been together for a few years already.
I'll tell you what, as I say, she's knocked on the door to the title, but I don't know if she's ever looked better.
I haven't seen her any better than this. She's at her best.
Wait till she shows off her abs, folks. Wait till you see the front shot of the abs. And that back isn't anything to sneeze at either. It's great.
Check out the leg hamstrings, too.
Now, to hear that music, in most cases, folks, this is original music from these competitors. They either had the music developed for them or they bought the rights to it. There is a great shot of the lower body of Laura Cravell.
And Joe, her posing has really improved from previous years.
This is her second year that she looks very hard. Let me interrupt. This is her 4th overall Ms. O.
She's a very hard worker, very dedicated to the sport, and keeps coming back. Always improve.
Look at that. Woo! What brings her back, Mario?
I don't know, a true love for the sport.
She was 4th last year, a former world amateur champion. She's got a nice, upbeat performance. She does look good. I liken her to Rich Gaspari of men's bodybuilding because Rich has always been there, always been close, but hasn't been able to slam the door down. Neither has Laura. But I'll tell you what, coming out of the prejudging, she was ranked in the top 5. And you have to respect that.
This just might be her night.
A recent major title for Laura was the 1990 Ms. International. That's a biggie. She won it.
Oh, that shows off the legs and the back.
Oh, that looks good. And they love her.
What a physique, Charles. What a physique.
And she's going to milk it, Mario.
Oh, she will.
She is showing her strength right now, folks. The abs. A kiss to this full house at the Shrine Auditorium. Off stage she goes. And the first person she's going to meet is Hugh Millay, so we'll follow her backstage. and hear what she has to say about her performance that she just finished, and it was a terrific one. Hugh Millay is back there waiting on Laura Cravell. At 5'4", she appears much taller and bulkier than she really is. Okay, let's go backstage to Hugh.
Thank you very much. We're back with Laura Cravell. Prejudging yesterday, the momentum started with you, it seemed, to be carried over to today.
I don't know if it started with me. I think I got overlooked in the first rounds. Just from what I can see the scores, as they stand now, I look like I'm third. But that's because I didn't get called out, as usual, in the first round. The second one, when I came out, I got a lot more comparisons, and then I started moving up, but it's kind of like a little bit too late in the game, so I came in today pretty much in the same shape, but we'll see.
Great job. Good luck. All right, back to Joe upstairs. Joe?
All right, Hugh, there are 12 more championship caliber bodybuilders ready, and we will have them for you as the Miss Olympia 91 continues right after this message. Stay with us. It is a full house at the Shrine Auditorium in Los Angeles, California. And we are going to take you back downstage. There are many bodies by Jake here, but there's only one named Jake. That's Jake himself and Carla Dunlap. Let's go downstage.
Let's break from the action for a personal look at another of our athletes competing here tonight.
Probably the most exciting Olympia for me. I'm bigger, and I think that I'm just as cut as I was last year. I was probably more cut than I've ever been, or in better shape than I've ever been in my life last year, and so I think that I'm probably even in better shape this year.
All right, she's popular, and she's a veteran. And let's go to her live on the stage. Her name is Diana Dennis. She's from this area, and folks, she has brought her support with her from Newport Beach, California, 5'6", 146. And she is one of the great posers of our time.
She is a true performing artist.
Very artistic. Diana Dennis. Don't ask me her age. I asked her age. She said, I'm ageless.
That's right. Diana is known as a veteran of the sport, and she has two children, a 12-year-old and 21-year-old.
You said a 21-year-old?
Yes.
For that lady right there that we'll see on the stage?
That's right.
A 21-year-old?
Yes.
Amazing. I'll tell you how artistic Diana Dennis is. I traveled to Moscow with Diana. I saw her tear off her jacket and conduct a posing performance at Red Square 3 years ago. She was compelled to do that. She's beautiful.
And she too is in the best shape of her life.
She thinks that this is her year. I think something that keeps Diana in the running is that she's a guest poser all year long.
That's right.
She doesn't off. She's not off. She doesn't peak. She stays consistent.
She likes to perform, and you can really tell that.
She put on 10 pounds since last year's Mizzo. I think she wears it well. It's something I believe she needed to do.
At the press conference, we asked her why she keeps on doing it, and she says she wants to provide motivation to other women of her age.
Oh,
to keep everyone going.
I think she's doing just that. This is her 5th Miss Olympia. Look at her, wind it up. She'll grab the crowd, folks. Look at that look. Strengths, weaknesses, Mario?
I can't really see any weaknesses. She is very well prepared, very good definition, and the added muscle mass from last year really is making a difference to her physique.
a shot for a higher position than that.
I think so.
Look at the art form in her dance. And look at the muscularity, the symmetry. She seems to have the whole package right now. I guess if there's a weakness, it might be overall thickness. I mean, a Linda Murray or a Sandy Rydell will be thicker, but I don't know if they're going to be more artistic than that. Diana Dennis, folks. Oh, they love her. There are many aspects of bodybuilding that contribute to the sport itself. Nutrition is definitely one of them. As Great Earth Vitamin Stores shows us, they'll bring us this series, Fuel of Champions. Take a look. Welcome back to beautiful Southern California in the 1991 Ms. Olympia. 134 bodybuilders have tried to win this title. Only 5 have. We're going to take you back downstage for the continuation. Some of the favorites are now coming up. Let's go back downstage to Jake and Carla Dunlap.
Welcome back, gang. This is her 3rd Miss Olympia. After placing 5th at the IFBB Pro World Championships in 1989. From Bolzano, Italy, and currently in 13th place, please welcome Ms. Claudia Profanter.
Claudia Profanter. I want you folks out there watching this show to guess her height. Take a guess at her height. She's 28 years old. Mario, this lady speaks German, Italian, and some English. She certainly speaks bodybuilding.
That's right. A lady with very impressive legs.
Well, you know what? Her strength is something that is very difficult to develop in women's bodybuilding, and that is calves.
That's right. She is known as the one with the best calves.
Why is it so tough to develop calves?
I don't know. I've been wondering that for many years. I certainly don't have calves like that.
Through 8 Ms. Olympias, you were working on that, huh?
I'm still working on them.
Claudia Profanter. She has good thickness, and her back development, and you'll see it right here on this shot, is dynamic. A thin waist certainly helps. Watch the calves. There are the calves. Nice shot, guys. That's so tough for a lady to develop. Are you ready for her height? There's a nice pan up. How tall is that lady? You want to guess?
5'2".
You looked at my papers.
I do.
5'2". But what great stage presence. She only comes to the United States for major competition.
That's right. She lives in Italy.
She heard about bodybuilding in her town of Bolzano, Italy. The town itself didn't really accept it. It was considered odd. So that's exactly why she got involved. She tells us through an interpreter that she wanted to be different. There's a nice pose. You see any weakness, Mario?
Not really. No, I don't. Her symmetry is excellent. She's more detailed than the previous years. The definition is better. And the only thing I can think of is overall mass. Some other competitors might be a little bit more muscular.
This is her 3rd Ms. Olympia. She was 9th last year. Tell you what, though, 1990 was good for her.
Look at these triceps.
Yes.
Look at this triceps.
And flexing them doesn't hurt. Well, this is what the ladies are going to do. They're going to take their strength and they're going to flaunt it.
This is the show. This is the show time.
1990, she was 5th in the World Pro Championships. Claudia Profanter. She did quite well in free judging, and I would say she does quite well in the free posing. Let's go now down to Jake and Carla.
Our next competitor is a full-time firefighter from Phoenix, Arizona. She finished second in the 1989 Miss Olympia, currently in 4th place. Please give a hot welcome to Miss Sandy Rydell.
There's the board on Sandy Rydell, Mario. She is from Scottsdale, Phoenix area, and she is considered one of the favorites here tonight, and I don't think I have to explain why. Just take a good look at her. She has all the tools. Now she's using some audio. Sandy Rydell has to be a front runner. How does she get into this kind of shape for a competition like this? She talked about it.
She didn't. I think mostly getting to shape or into beyond average condition is mental mindset, is complete focus, and it's not only your diet, but it's your rest, it's your training, it's your whole positive attitude.
She shocked the bodybuilding world in 1989, coming within 3 points of dethroning Corey Everson, one of the closest Mizzos ever. Last year, she had her problems, Mario.
She suffered an injury right after the pre-testing and has to pull out.
And she admits too many diuretics caused severe cramping. She dropped out. She is here to win tonight.
When she came to pre-testing, she was shouting from the stage, "I'm back, I'm back."
She has thickness. She has bulk. She has from the sweep of her hair to the sweep of her thighs. Her artistic development in this routine is outstanding. Folks, this girl did not come out of nowhere 3 years ago, as many believe. She's been training for 9 years, competing for 7.5. She has worked long and hard for these moments on stage.
And she has worked very hard for this one because I have never seen her in such a defined condition.
She was 4th coming out of pre-judging. I like her change of pace in the music.
Exactly, it keeps the routine very interesting.
3rd, Ms. O for Sandy Rydell. Her goal has always been to win the Ms. O. Among her idols, one of our co-hosts tonight, Carla Dunlap. She's really playing with the music well. Look at the facial expression.
It isn't over yet.
As she's looking out into the audience. Let's listen.
Loves the show.
Oh, why not?
That is great.
They sure do.
She is in superb shape.
Look at the lats. Look at the muscularity. Look at the thickness. Her upper body, her chest is second to none.
She is on. She might have improved her placing from the pre-testing with this routine.
I think she was disappointed in her 6th place out of. Make that 4th place out of prejudging. She's trying to do something about it.
She came to win, and she's now trying to rescue whatever she didn't do at the pre-testing.
Watch her melt to the stage.
Woo!
You know what else? Very feminine.
Very feminine.
How about it, folks? The Shrine Auditorium gives her their approval. She blows a kiss to the Shrine Auditorium, and I'll tell you what, this is a very important round. The free pose works for 1/3 of your total, and I think she just starred in her posing routine. Now, Sandy Rydell heads backstage. That is where Hugh Millay stands by, and he's going to talk to Sandy now.
A winded Sandy, I might add, but you had the crowd in the palm of your hands. How would you feel off that?
Oh, great. I just love it. You know, I just came out to do my best and give a really good performance for the audience and for my family that's here and my fans. And I feel like I did a pretty good job.
Catch your breath. You did it.
Thank you.
Back upstairs to Joe. Joe?
Well, if Sandy Riddell, if she wants to win the Ms. O, she's going to have to take it away from Linda Murray. And guess what, folks? When we come back to the Ms. Olympia, Linda Murray will hit the stage, and you'll see why she is Ms. O. Stay with us. More come. After a 6-year run in New York City, the Ms. Olympia comes home to the home of bodybuilding, the beautiful beaches of Los Angeles. That's where it all began. And why not continue it tonight? Let's go downstairs to Jake and Carla. Take it away, gang.
Dave. Smoking.
Well, as a former competitor, I know what goes into the making of a Miss Olympia physique. Here's another inside look just for you.
The last year of my life has changed drastically since winning the Miss Olympia. It's just been a pleasure and a challenge because I have to now not only train hard and diet hard, but I have to also learn the business of the sport and learn to represent the Miss Olympia title as best I can.
Go.
The way I prepared my music this year was very different because a lot of the voices on in the music is my voice, and it's me actually talking, and it's friends in the gym, and so it was really an experience, and it was worth every minute of it. I'm a very strong athlete, have a very strong mind. I've been in sports for a long time, and it's going to be very difficult to dethrone me.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you've been waiting for this one. She is the reigning Ms. Olympia. She doesn't need an introduction, but we're going to do it anyway. She's on stage. Linda Murray. She's going to be fun to watch. There's the board. She is from the suburb of Detroit called Southfield, Michigan. 155 pounds. 5'5". She's 29. And the first time she ever entered the Ms. O, she won it. That was last year.
That's right.
She's saying, I'm back. I'm back. And there is the back.
She won the second title.
This is a lady who exudes humility as Ms. O. But on this stage, her ego has to take over. She has got to exude the kind of confidence, and there is some ego that is involved. She's got to grab the audience, but most importantly, grab the judges. Let's see if she does that.
Joe, Linda used to be a cheerleader, so she is used to performing.
Did you like that?
Yes. Did you hear that? Did you like that?
Oh, here comes something different.
Oh, this is terrific. How cute. Like a 1920s, the roaring 20s routine for Linda Murray. Now, you can get lost in the art of this, but you still have to show body parts.
You still have to do bodybuilding posing. But she's doing it perfectly.
Needless to say, in 1990, when she won it all, and you get a good look at her body there. Watch
Look
the
at those
thigh.
legs.
There you go, the legs. That's her strength.
And the shoulders.
Yes.
Wait for a
Well, she has
shoulder.
the widest spread of anybody.
Exactly.
The upper body. You're seeing a good look at it from our camera angle.
And the thickness of her back is amazing.
I think she's going to get serious here. Can you feel it?
Oh, yes.
I think she's going to get
Oh,
serious.
drama.
As I was saying, in 1990 when she won it, it changed her life. certainly financially, but her time management, Mario, every week another guest pose, every week another signature
That's
audition.
what I asked her, and she said that it was even harder than she ever expected.
She had only 2 months off, July and January. But here she is. I don't think she's lost a step. Look at the upper body of that lady.
Triceps and shoulders.
She traveled 10 of 12 months representing her sport.
And she says that her hobby is to travel to exotic places, so I think this is the right profession for her.
She's going to take every second she can. And protocol makes sure that she gets that and then some. To beat the champ, you got to show up and then you got to knock her down. You got to really, really beat her in every category.
It's going to be tough to beat this lady.
I can tell you this, though.
Look at those shoulders now, Joe.
Very muscular.
And the arms.
She was not number 1 coming out of prejudging.
I know.
She was number 2.
Let's see what happens.
There she goes, soaking up the adoration of this audience at the Shrine Auditorium. Our reigning Miss Olympia, Linda Murray. Our Miss Olympia competition continues now. Lisa Loria will be our next contestant. Let's go back downstage to Jake and Carla Dunlap.